My brothers and sisters, may the Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke. On a Sabbath, Jesus went to dine at the home of one of the leading Pharisees. He said to the host who invited him, "When you hold a lunch or a dinner, do not invite your friends or your brothers or sisters or your relatives or your wealthy neighbors, in case they may invite you back and you have repayment. Rather, when you hold a banquet, invite the poor, the crippled, the lame, the blind. Blessed indeed will you be because of their inability to repay you, for you will be repaid at the resurrection of the righteous." The Gospel of the Lord. Woven throughout the four gospel stories is this phenomenal challenge that Jesus gives us as he raises the bar, both with regard to the expectations for those who follow him, and in turn, the responsibility that those expectations bears with it. And so he tells us in one spot, if somebody strikes you on the right cheek, give them the left cheek too. If somebody asks for your cloak, give them your shoes as well. Today, specifically in the gospel, he talks about inviting the people who are the ones who cannot in any way repay you, to be tuned to the fact that it is out of the generosity that we show to others that ultimately God will be generous with us. And of course, in a sense, it's to kind of bespeak what Jesus does himself and what the Father did for us. Another point in the Gospels, he tells us to become perfect as the Father is perfect. And of course, what we find in looking at the whole history of salvation, that God in his compassion and his mercy freely gives it out to everybody. Both Jew and Greek were invited to become part of the new kingdom. Each individual is forgiven despite the fact that they may not deserve to be forgiven, because God in his mercy and compassion is always more than generous than he needs to be. And he then asks and challenges us to try the best of our ability to do the same, to be just as generous, not looking for anything back as a result of what we give, but giving rather freely out of the core of our heart.